Hi everyone, I hope you are watching my videos, and this is my personal advice that you must be consistent in watching my videos, as all the videos are connected to each other. And in my last video I have put worksheets in the description box, which you can download for practice. All the worksheets uh, linked there in the descriptions is covering complete chapter which I have discussed in my previous videos. Today I am going to start with the next phase of matrices and determinant, in which I'll be talking about determinant. So let us see what all I'm going to discuss in determinant today. First of all, I'll be talking about definition of determinant, in which I'll be explaining the meaning of determinant and the notation of determinant. I'm using abbreviation for determinant as DET. Then in second part, and this will be followed by example of determinant. In the next phase, I'll be talking about how to expand a determinant. And application part application of determinants as introduction. This is just an introduction of a determinant, where this is the introductional part of determinant. So let us come on the first part. What is the definition of a determinant? Let A is equal to Aij be a square matrix of order n. Then the given matrix can be associated with a unique number It may be real or complex. Then such a number associated to a given matrix is said to be a determinant, and it is denoted by or determinant of A. Don't go on the language part of this. I have tried to explain you by combining this definition of a determinant and meaning of a determinant and notation. These three are included in this statement. So where let A is equal to Aij be a square matrix of order n. This underlined word is very important, square matrix. Then the given matrix can be associated with a unique number. That unique number can be real or complex. Such a number associated to a given matrix A is said to be a determinant of this A, and it is denoted by either this symbol or this symbol. So this is now let us try to understand the meaning more clearly by taking an example. Let A is equal to A, B, C, D, be a 2 cross 2 square matrix. Then determinant of A or determinant of A is defined as multiply A with D diagonally, starting with the main diagonal elements, and then cross multiply and this is the operational sign between the two product. This is the operational sign between the two product. So what is the answer? So determinant of A is nothing but AD minus BC. This I have taken in terms of alphabet, which represent any numerical value. So let us try to understand by taking another example where I'll replace this ABCD by certain value. Let us take the value as 1, 5, 2, 3. You can assign any value. This is also a 2 cross 2 matrix. Then determinant of A or this is, as per definition I told you, first you multiply the elements on the main diagonal, that is 1 into 5, and then operational sign between them, and then cross multiply this. This is a very simple example. So answer is 1 into 5 minus 6 is minus 1. So this is the answer. I hope you might have understood by this answer each and everything mentioned in the definition. First important thing is it has to be a square matrix. Then every square matrix will be associated with a unique number. This is a unique value, unique number, which may be real or complex. This is a real number. So the determinant value of this matrix is assigned by this value minus 1. So that is called determinant of A. Right. Now let us come on to this part finishes. So this whole part is over, right? Now let us come to understand how to expand a determinant. When we are talking about expansion of a determinant, here we'll be talking about order 1, order 2, and order 3. So let us take one by one. Expansion of determinant of order 1. It is not necessary that I'll be writing each and everything, but you just listen what I am speaking so you can understand by listening what I am explaining. So here you can write, let A is equal to this 1 cross 1 matrix, which is a singular element A. Let A be a square matrix of order 1. Then determinant of A is equal to determinant of A is equal to A. This is not modulus, this is determinant symbol. So you must be careful what you are listening. This symbol matches with the sign of determinant modulus or absolute, but this symbol is also used for defining or for denoting determinant of A. So when you define determinant of A by this symbol, this means determinant. So the value is same as element. Now expansion of determinant of order 2, which I have already explained you. So you can say let A is equal to A11, A12, A21, A22. Now I am defining in terms of element. So this is be a square matrix of order 2. Therefore determinant of A is equal to what I explained to you in my definition or example of 2 cross 2, that you will first multiply the elements on the main diagonal, that is A11 will be multiplied with A22, and then you will put operational sign, and then you will cross multiply. So it is A21 into A22. This is A12. Sorry, A12. A11, A22 minus A21 into A12. Let me write it clearly. A12. So I am repeating again. The determinant of A is equal to the elements on the main diagonal, that is A11 into A22 minus cross diagonal, that is A21, A12. So that will give you the answer. Now let us move on to order 3. Okay, for that I will be needing a big space, so I need to rub it off. Okay, expansion of determinant of order 3. So here you will define, let A is equal to, just listen carefully, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is a square matrix of order B3. B a square matrix of order 3. We simply write 3. There is no need to write 3 cross 3. When it is a square, you can just write order 3. Then determinant of A. See, it will take a big space. Listen carefully. If you are not able to understand the expansion of 3 cross 3, you will face lot of problem while doing the other later part in determinant and solving the system of equation. So you must understand it very clearly. So you will take, I am expanding from first row, okay? This part will be more clear when I'll be talking today itself the whole detail about the meaning of this matrix, each and everything I'll be explaining in my coming session. So this is A11. You understand the position of this. This is A11. Before that, you can write minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1, just for safety reason. This will give you more safety, right? Why we write that you will understand in the later part. Then what you will do? You will take A11 and you will neglect this row and this column. So what is left? This whole thing is left. I'm just putting line. So it is A22, A23, A32, A33. Then plus I will take next element. The position of this element is 1, 2. So you will add the index. I'm adding the index. So this element is A12. The element has to be written, and then again you will follow the same technique. You will delete this row and you will neglect this column. So you will be getting now, what you will be getting? You will be getting, now this column is neglected. So you will be getting A21, A23. You have to be very careful in the beginning. Once you understand, then you can move fast. That's why I'm teaching you very slowly so that you understand it properly. If you commit a single mistake, the whole answer will be wrong. So -1, and now you will take A13. You will write the sum of the index, and then you will write the element. You need not to be in hurry or confusion, because this whole part I'll be explaining today itself in the later part of the video. So need not to worry. -1, 1, 3. Now again first row and this column. You have to delete that row and that column to which the element belongs to. So this row and this column is gone. So what you are looking? A21, A22, A31, A32. And as I have explained you how to expand this, you can do it. So this will be -1 to the power 2, that is positive. And what I told you, cross multiply the main diagonal element minus the opposite diagonal. Be very careful while writing this whole thing. Then this is 1 plus 2 odd, -1 to the power odd is negative. Basically, if you follow this technique, everything will be perfect. There will be no chance of committing mistake. But for your safety, I am just telling you, when the sum of the index is even, it will be positive. When the sum of index is odd, it will be negative. That is the only thing you can take care. Now again, multiply A21, A33 minus A31, A23. Just be careful. I may commit mistake, so I have to be very careful, right? This is also 1 plus 3 even, so it will be positive. A13, and then you write A21, A32 minus A31 into A22. Now, there is no need to move further, because I have given you the technique, what you are supposed to do. If you are expanding along the first row, then write the element. First you take the sign of the element. What sign will come before the element? It will come according to the sum of the index, multiply by the element. Take the element here, eliminate this row and this column. Whatever is 2 cross 2 you will get, write down as it is. Then -1 to the power 1 plus 2 element, and then delete this column and this row. You will get A21, A31, A23, A33, and then again you follow the same. Then you take the third element, -1 to the power 1 plus 3 element, and then delete this row and this column. You will get A21, A22, A31, A32, and you get. And now, since you will be getting these elements in the form of numerals, so you can expand it very easily, right? So this is, now you must be worrying why I'm not taking of order 4 and so on. Order 4, normally it is not asked in the board exam, because you can understand how the expansion is becoming big and big. So when you take order 4, the procedure of expanding order 4 is also same. When I will explain you in detail the expansion of this determinant again in the later part, you can expand a determinant of any order. So you need not to worry, right? Now, this application, what is the meaning of application of determinant? Why I have written this? To explain this explanation, when you look at the exercise, based on this concept, this and this, you have certain application problem also in this determinant. I am only referring to application, refer to the basic concept. So what I have included in that, before doing that, let me take quickly an example of this. This you can understand only by taking an example. So example 1 is evaluate delta. This is a sign of determinant itself. You need not to write matrix and then it. So this is a sign used for determinant. 2, 4, minus 1, 2. So what is this? Multiply the elements on the main diagonal, then minus operational sign. You must use the bracket. And when the minus is there, you have to be extra careful. Then again, you cross multiply, you get minus 4. When minus is there, you have to take extra precaution. This minus is because of the multiplication. This minus is because of operational sign. So you need to understand the basic difference between the two minus. So 8 is the answer, or this is the value associated to this determinant. Example number 2. This example number 2 is evaluate I am taking simultaneously the example so that you understand what I am talking about. If I am not taking example and continue with only lecture and lecture, then you will not be able to understand. Topic is covered, but you will not be able to understand anything. So to explain the topic, you need example also. Now, I am following the same technique. First element, this position is 1, 1. So minus 1, as I explained you, 1 plus 1. First element is 1. And then eliminate this, you will get 3, 0, 1, 0. Then plus sign, the second element position is minus 1 to the power 1 plus 2, and the element is 2. And now you have to delete this row and this column, so you get minus 1, 4, 0, 0. And second and third element is 4. The position is 1 plus 3, and the element is 4. Now you eliminate this row and this column. What do you get? Minus 1, 3, 4, 1. As you know how to expand 2 cross 2, as I told you that this is going to be positive. So positive, and this is 0 minus 0. So this is 0. This is negative 2, and this is 0 minus 0. So this is also 0. And this is positive plus 4 minus 1 minus 12. 0 vanishes. This is also 0 vanishes. So 4 into minus 13. That's the only answer. So minus 52 is the answer. Now, let me do one more thing, one more experiment to get the same answer. Let's see. Now, this is the expansion along the first row. Now, let us see the expansion along the first column. Let's see what happened. This is OR. The position, you must take care of the position. So what is the position? 1, 3. So minus 1 to the power 1 plus 3, and the element is 4. And now delete this row and this column, you get minus 1, 3, 4, 1. Then you take this. I'm expanding along C3, right? This I have expanded along R1. What do you get? This position is 2, 3. So plus 1 plus minus 1 to the power 2 plus 3. And the element is 0. So 0 into anything you need not to write. It will become 0. And third is, this is 3, 3. So plus minus 1 to the power 3 plus 3. And this element is also 0. So you need not to write. Even if you eliminate this row and this column, what you will get? Whatever you get, you have to multiply by 0. So when you multiply anything with 0, it will become 0, right? So this vanishes, this vanishes. So what do you get? This is even. So 4 minus 1 into minus 12. So it is minus 52. So, what do you get? If you are expanding through row, you are getting minus 52. If you are expanding through column, you are getting minus 52. So, this is the conclusion, that you expand this determinant by using any row or any column. The value will be unique. That is the meaning of unique. You cannot have two different answers for the same determinant. That is why when you are expanding using first row, you are getting minus 52. When you are expanding by using the third column, you are again getting minus 52. That is the meaning of that word which exists in the definition, that your answer is going to be unique. I hope the meanings are clear, which I have underlined in the definition. Let us proceed with few more. Before that, you have a question, try yourself. TY means try yourself, right? So evaluate, just to evaluate, right? This is for you to try. I'm not going to try. 0, the answer must come 0. I am already disclosing the answer for this. I have given you how to expand this determinant. You can expand by using any row or any column. The student who will struggle with this solution are those who have a very means you who are very weak concept of trigonometry, right? So you must be careful. If your trigonometry part is weak, you will find difficulty in class 12 in most of the topic. So trigonometry is one of the topic which you must do thoroughly. Now let us come to the third example. Find value, sometime value or sometime values for which just to save time, I have scribbled all the problems in these pages so that I don't have to search in the book again and again. So what you will do? The solution part. You will expand, you know how to expand. 3 minus x square, this is your left hand side. 3 minus 8, when you solve this, you will get 3 minus x square is equal to minus 5. This, when you solve, you get x square. What is the answer? Can anybody tell me what is the answer? When this question comes in the MCQ, if same question is asked in the MCQ, your answer will be 2 root 2 also exists, minus 2 root 2 also exists, and plus minus 2 root 2 also exists in the option. So the moment you write 2 root 2, you will get 0. The moment you write minus 2 root 2, you will still get 0. So your perfect answer is 2 root 2. So if you are writing plus minus 2 root 2, whenever it's a quadratic value, right? So whenever you have degree 2, you will get, or that is a separate case. The value may be defined or not. That is another case. But normally when you are solving a quadratic value of x, you will get two values for x. So this is the answer. This is application. Now you might be saying, sir ये तो बहुत easy है, इसमें क्या है? बच्चे इसी में गलती होती है, जब हम बहुत ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट हो जाते हैं तभी गलती होती है. What is the mistake which you are going to commit? Okay, the mistake which we normally commit is we compare and we write this will also exist in your answer in MCQ. If MCQ is there, this will also exist. So the moment you see x equal to 2 is existing in the answer, you will write this answer and you will discuss afterwards that, oh, I have got the correct answer, and you will start jumping, but your answer is wrong. What is the mistake you have committed? Equating the corresponding element happens only in the case of matrices. It does not happen in the case of determinant. So you have to be very careful that in determinant what works and in matrices what works. So again you have two parts to try yourself. Find the value of x if number 1, 2, 4, 5, 1 is equal to and I am helping you by providing you the answer so that you can cross check your answer, right? And second part in this, everything I have taken from the book, nothing I am writing from my side. I can, but there is no need because there are sufficient number of questions in the book. So here the answer is x equal to 2. Okay. So these are the two questions on for you to try after watching the video. And this is my advice that if you want to be perfect, then you must follow my instructions very carefully because that will help you a lot. So I am rubbing it. Now, still few things more. Now there is a question. I think this is question example number 4. You can check it. If it is not, you can change it. This is MCQ problem. If x to 18x is equal to 6 to then x is equal to a 6 b plus minus 6 c minus 6 and d 0. Those who are very smart, extra smart, they will simply see x equal to 6 and they will take it and start jumping. Yes, because this is here also and here also. So it will happen with you in the exam many times. So be careful. Now, see what is the answer. Let us call it 1. 1 implies x square minus 36. I am directly expanding it. This is 36 minus 36. So you get x square equal to 36. So x is equal to plus minus 6. In my previous example, I have told you that whenever you have this condition, you will get two answers. Until or unless something specific is mentioned in the question. If this is the question, then there are two answers, and this is, so you can understand that if you are putting 6 or minus 6, your logic is wrong. This is the last application related to the first part, which is this application is based on these two. Mind it, right? So the question is, if a is equal to 1 2, 4, 2, then show that be careful by this statement. This is done by left hand side and right hand side separately. So 2a determinant. So 2a determinant means twice. Be careful. Again and again I am telling you. I am writing in detail. 2a. A is a matrix. Mind it. So the meaning of a scalar multiple of a matrix, you must understand the meaning of this. So this becomes, when this will go inside, it has to be multiplied with each and every element. So 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 4 is 8, and 2 into 2 is 4. So when you expand it, 4 2s are 8, minus 8 4s are 32, it's going to be what? What it is? Minus 24. Okay, so this is your left hand side. Call it 1. Okay. Now, let's see right hand side. Right hand side is 4 times, understand the meaning. This is 4 times determinant of A. So 4 times 1, 2, 4, 2. So it is 4 times 2 minus 8. 4 times minus 6. Look at the answer. It has to be. There is a logic behind that. Because of that, the answer will be, that is why it is written, show that. Right? So there is a logic. So 1 and 2 implies left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence proved. I hope you have understood it. This finishes your things related to first basic introduction of determinant. So there is another try yourself, right? So what is that? Try yourself. If A is equal to 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 4, then show that three A is equal to 27 times determinant of A. And this finishes your first exercise, and second part is try exercise 4.1 of NCERT. And then you can move on to any reference book which you have, right? This finishes your definition part and introductory part of determinant. In So introduction of determinant is over. Introduction of determinant is over. Then second part is properties, which I'll be talking after completing the whole thing. That I'll be taking towards the end of this determinant topic. So what I will be taking in the second part, I'll be taking area of triangle. And this is very easy for you people, because those who have done 11th class seriously, they might be aware of what I am talking about. So, what is area of triangle? Area of triangle. Let A x1 y1 B x2 y2 and C x3 y3 be three vertices of a triangle. Then area of triangle is half times x1 y1 1 and you know how to expand this determinant. Expand the determinant, you will get the value, right? Now you must have understood the logical meaning of why 111 is put, because in class 11th, I don't know whether you know it or not, why 11 was put there, but in 12th class, now since I have explained you, if you have any doubt, you can go to the definition of determinant, where I have mentioned that determinant is only possible when it is a square, right? So number of rows and number of column must be same. So you can use it. To explain it further, let us solve an example. Area of triangle. Mind it, this area is always positive. So this is absolute value. If sometime it happened while doing the calculation, sometime it happens that it may come negative, because it depends on how you are operating, or in few question the answer itself comes in negative, and in that case what we do, we neglect the negative sign, because area cannot be negative, so you have to neglect it. Okay, find the area of triangle with vertices A 2 7 B 1 1 and C 10 8. Let us see. So solution is, this is example. The area of triangle is also denoted by this symbol only. It is half, and then what you will do according to this definition, you will take the first coordinate as first row, and then you put 1, second coordinate as 1 1 1, and third coordinate as 10 8 1, and then you expand it. Half is out, and now you expand it. You can expand it from in. So now I'm expanding it quickly. 2. So you will get 1 into 1, or let me write it so that second element is 7, which is minus 7, and then this 1 1 10 1. Just check. You can check my calculation, and if you find any suggestion, you can put it in the description, right? So obviously you have to put only positive remark in the description. 1 1. Let us see. 2 1 1 1 8 1, minus 7 1 1 10 1, and plus 1 1 1 10 8. Fine, perfect. Now you expand it, so you get half. 2 into 1 minus 8, minus 7 1 minus 10, plus 1 8 minus 10. So that gives half. 2 into minus 7, minus 14, minus 7 into minus 9, plus 63, and minus 2. So it is 63 minus 16. 47 by 2 square. Don't forget to write square unit. This is must. Sometimes your marks are deducted on this also if you are not using square unit in the answer. This is a very simple thing which you have already done in class 11, so nothing great to explain. But even then I have explained it thoroughly, and if you do more problem, you can understand it. Now, as if you remember class 11, you might be remembering this type of example also. Show that A comma B plus C, B comma C plus A, and C comma A plus B I don't know how many of you know the meaning of this word collinear. If you know or if you don't know, it hardly matters. The meaning of collinear you understand. A, B, and C. These 3 points are collinear if and only if they lie on a line. This is the meaning. If 3 points are lying on the line, they are said to be collinear. What is great about it? The great about it is the area of triangle is 0 because there is no triangle formed by 3 points. That is the application, right? So you can write since the given points are collinear. No, you have to show. Sorry. Sorry, this I have explained to you that 3 points are collinear if they lie on the line and the value of the determinant is 0, right? So what does it mean? It means you have to just prove that the determinant of these 3 coordinates is going to be 0. So let us evaluate it. A, B plus C, 1. B, C plus A, 1. C, I hope this is clear. You can copy down from there and now you expand it. So what do you get? A times C plus A plus B, 1, 1. This is there is no need to write it. You can directly expand it. I am expanding along the first row itself so that you don't face any problem. This is 1, 1, so it is positive. Then you have minus B plus C. So it will give you B1. Let us solve it. This is A into C plus A minus B. You can simply expand it. Minus B plus C into B minus C plus 1 into B times A plus B minus C times C plus this A is gone. You get AC minus AB. This is B plus C and this is B minus C. It will give you minus B square minus C square. And this is plus, so you need not to worry. You just open it. You get AB plus B square minus C square minus AC. Now you simplify and see. AC minus AB plus AB, B square, this is minus, so gone, and this is plus C square and minus, so answer is hence true. Right. So this is about collinearity. The 3 points are collinear if the determinant value of this, all the 3 vertices, is going to give you 0. So that is another application. In area of triangle, there is first part, how to find the area of triangle. Then second part is how to prove that these 3 points are going to be collinear, that is delta is equal to 0, means area of triangle is equal to 0. And third part is this. Find the equation of line joining A 1 2 and B using determinants. This is a very smart question, and this is very important as far as logic is concerned. This you have learned in class 9th. If you have 2 points given on the plane, then you can have one and only one line which contains both of them. You can have one and only one line. Now the question is, that is what you did in class 9. But what is the meaning of this? When you come to class 12, here he is saying, find the equation of line. It means you have to find out the locus of this line. Locus, general equation of a line. Locus means, so what you will do? You will take Pxy. If you remember, you studied class 11 how to find a straight line. And in class 12, 11, you did how to find the equation of line in 2-point form. That you did it, right? But here he is asking very smartly, using determinant, find the equation of line. So you cannot deviate yourself. You cannot deviate from the topic, right? So he has asked very smartly this question. You cannot use the concept of class 11. So what do you have to do? I have already given you the hint. What is the hint? That if you have to find the equation of a line, means A, B, P are collinear. Since, or you can write, let P, X, Y be any point on the line passing through A and B. That is P, A and B are collinear. That is X, Y, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 6, 1. This is the meaning. See, I have already given you every logic. I have explained you each and every logic here. What is the meaning of equation of a line? Equation of a line means that you need to find the locus of that point Pxy which passes through AB. So that coordinate is going to be x comma y. Then you will, since all the points are collinear, so you have to use this concept of determinant, and let us expand it to see what is the answer. X 2161. Please check the answer. X 12611, then minus y. I am not deviating from the concept. I am again and again expanding using first row y. When you use y, what will happen? This column and this row. So 1 1 3 1 1 1 3 1 plus 1 time you get 1 2 3 6. And when you solve this, you will get x 2 minus 6 minus y 1 minus 3 plus 1 6 minus 6 minus 4x plus 2y divide by minus 2. So this will give you 2x minus y is equal to 0. So this is your answer. 2x minus y is equal to 0. This is your answer. And if you want, I can give you one question to try yourself based on this topic, area of triangle. I can give you one question. Try. If you don't get, please don't hesitate to ask. Don't ask for the sake of asking. First you attempt, and if you don't get, then you ask. This is try yourself, right? So try yourself is find K if area of triangle is 4 square unit and vertices are A k comma 0, B 4 comma 0 and C 0 comma 2. When you attempt this question, the hint is use area of triangle as plus minus 4. This is important. Whenever the area of triangle is given, it can never be given in the negative. As I told you, this is absolute value. So they will never give you minus. But when you are given in the question the area of triangle, and when you are using it to solve the problem, then you have to take the value of area of a triangle as plus minus 4. This is very important, and sometime it comes in the board exam also. You must be looking for answer, so answer is also there. You can write answer is 0 comma 8. This is the answer. So there are two answers for k. The value of k is 0 comma 8. And the other try yourself is exercise 4.3 from NCERT. And again, same statement, you can put your doubts in the comment box. This is the last topic for today. That is I'll be finishing it fast because we have already done in detail. This is minor and cofactor, minors and cofactors of a determinant. A determinant, right? For definition of minor and cofactor, refer to the link. Or you can refer the textbook. I'm not writing. I will just explain you. This is your determinant. I am just using the normal symbol for defining the element. For defining the element, we use A11, A12, A21, A22. These are 4 elements. Every element has got minor. So there will be 4 minors. 4 minors are M11, M12, corresponding to each element. Corresponding to A21, you will have M21, and corresponding to A22, you will have, because you may not have that much time to read the complete textbook. So I'm just telling you in short what is the meaning of minor and cofactor. When you are talking about a determinant, minor and cofactor, these two words are only related to determinant. They are not related to matrices, mind it. So what is the meaning of this? The order of this determinant is, this is of order 2, right? Order 2 means 4 elements. 4 elements. 4 element means 4 minors. I hope the things are clear. If you have 4 elements, you have 4 minors, right? Now the question is how to get it. So there are two important things which you need to understand. Minors of any determinant will be a determinant of order 1 less than the order of determinant. Mind it. The order of the determinant is 2 cross 2. So the minor will be a determinant of order 1, which is 1 less than the order of determinant. Now the question is, second part, how to get it? So what you will do? You want to find out minor of this element. So you will delete this row and this column. What is left? A, 2, 2. And as I explained you, in order 1 case, whatever is the element, that is the answer. M12 means M12 is here, related to A12. So what do you do? Same process. You will delete this row and this column. You will get A21, which is A21, and then A12 means A21. It was correct. A21. Now you will go to A21. So A21 means you will delete this row and this column. So you will get A12. So answer is A12. You have to be very careful while doing it. Okay. Then M22 means related to this. So you'll delete this row and this column. So you'll get A11, which is equal to A11. This is your minor part. And There are 4 minors and there are 4 cofactors also. So I prefer to use C11, but in your book it is also written as A11. So you can be comfortable whichever way you are comfortable. You can. I am more comfortable with C. To find out this, you need to understand the meaning of the definition of Cij. That is cofactor. This is cofactor, right? Cofactor is derived from minor itself. So there is a relation between cofactor and minor. So it is minus 1 to the power I plus j m I j. That's all. This is the definition of cofactor. That's all. This is the definition of cofactor. Cofactor related to any determinant is defined as minus 1 to the power I plus j m I j. So A11 is minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 A M11. This is minus 1. Let us complete this. 1 plus 2 M12. This is minus 1 to the power 2 plus 1 M21. And this is minus 1 to the power 2 plus 2 M22. This is even, so it will be same as M11. This is odd, so it will be minus. This is even, this is also odd, so it will be also odd, minus, and this is even. Now you can put the value. M11 is A22 and M12 is A21. M21 is my 12, so minus A12, and M22 is A11. Let me check once. Cofactor is 11 is A22, fine. 12 is negative A21, A21 is minus A12, and A22 is plus, fine. All are correct. This is correct. All are correct. Okay. Let us finish the whole thing by taking an example if possible. If I have got an example with me. Yes, I have got an example for you. Let us take this quickly. I'll rub this because now the theory part is over. Because minor and cofactor is already written there, here, right? So example is, let us do it fast. Example is find minors and cofactors of the determinant 1, minus 2, 4, 3. In the beginning, let me give you a suggestion that you write like this: A11, A12, A21. This is my suggestion in the beginning. Once you understand, then you can go ahead with your things. Okay. Then corresponding to this, you have M11, M12, M21, and I told you how to get it. So what you will do? You will delete this row and this column, so you get 3. M11 is 3. Then second is 4. Third is 8. M21 is this -2. And I'll check with the what I explained you here. M22 is 1. Okay. Then let us write quickly C11 or A11. Let me use the same what is given in the book. If you have this, no problem, you can use this also. Nobody is going to deduct your mark, right? Because both the symbols are used. So how to get A11? This is even, so it is simply M11. This is minus, this is minus, and this is positive. This is what I explained to you. Then how to get it? M11 you have already written 3, then M12 is 4. This is just for the beginning. M12 is 4, and then minus you have to put, and this is negative, so negative of -2, which is +2. M22 is, be careful about the sign. Once you commit mistake, then your whole thing will go. Okay. Let me just verify quickly. The M11 is A22, 3. M12 is A21. A21 is 4. Fine. M21 is A12. M21 is A12. 12 is -2. So this is correct. Then M22 is A11, which is 1. This is correct. The only difference between minor and cofactor is in 2 places it will become negative, and in 2 places it will remain as it is. So M11 is same as C11, so it is 3. This will become minus of this will become minus of this, and this will become this. So this is the example related to minor and cofactor. Thank you very much for cooperating and listening to me carefully. Just watch the video carefully, because now we are moving toward the application part of the matrices and determinant. And many things in the board exam comes from what we'll be talking about matrices and determinant now onward, right? So be careful, watch videos carefully, note down your problems, note down your doubts, and you are most welcome to mention in the comment box your doubts. If you are going to write your doubts in the comment box, I will try to take those doubts in my next lecture, right? And please use the link. Please see the link which is mentioned in the video, because in my last video I have put worksheet on the first chapter, right? That is for you to practice. So you must practice those worksheets so that your basic concepts are clear. Thank you very much. Keep sharing, keep liking, and keep doing my videos. Thank you.